Hello and welcome to Round Glass Living. I'm Greta Hill and I'm really happy to be here with you. Thank you so much for joining me for my series on living in lunar rhythm, where we gather together every Monday to meditate and to connect with the magic and with the mystery of the moon. So if you've been watching the night sky recently or tracking the moon, then you might have noticed that the moon is growing bigger and brighter each day. We are now in the final phase before the full moon, which comes later this week. And so for any of you who are tuning in live, today is the waxing gibbous moon, and it's in the sign of Leo. This is a time in the cycle to focus on expansion and growth and abundance. And the Leo energy of this moon brings like a brightness and a feeling of expanse. The fiery Leo energy reminds us of our own unique beauty and talent and intrinsic worth. And so in our meditation today, we're going to align with these energies to expand our inner radiance and to really allow ourselves to shine fully. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Have any of you ever been told that you were too much? Or have you ever had a need to make yourself smaller so that other people would feel more comfortable around you? You're not alone if you've had that experience. I've had it too. And this is an all too common message that so many people receive growing up. We learn somehow to dim our own light and to hide our gifts, to make ourselves small so that we don't stand out too much or we don't make other people feel uncomfortable. I want to share with you a beautiful teaching from Marianne Williamson's book, A Return to Love, and it speaks to this. So in this book, she writes, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant and gorgeous and talented and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And so the bold and bright energy of the moon right now is encouraging us to trust our inner light, to grow it and to shine it out brightly. Today, we're going to do a breath-based practice to bring light into the body and then allow it to circulate and flow and move back out and into the world. So let's get settled in together and come to a comfortable seated position. And I like to sit on the floor, but I always lift up onto a bolster or a couple of blankets. And then you can turn your thighs in a little bit and draw your sacrum, your low back, in and up. Let your shoulders draw back and relax down. And you're also welcome to sit in a chair if that's more comfortable. If you're sitting in a chair, uncross your legs and let your feet rest on the floor about hips width apart. And so for the beginning of our practice, we'll use a mudra, and it's called Agni Mudra. Agni is a word that means fire. It's a Sanskrit word that means fire. And a mudra is a sacred seal of energy or a sacred gesture. Okay, the gesture is with the palm up, and then you make the left palm up, and with your right hand, make a thumbs up sign and put your thumb up into the palm of your left hand. Right? The thumb represents the fire element, and the fiery energy of the thumb is going to point right up toward the navel and the solar plexus. And it's said that this strengthens the power of digestion and that this mudra increases vitality, enthusiasm, courage, and self-confidence. So we'll hold our hands in Agni Mudra as we start with a little breathing practice. This breathing practice is to help build our vitality and our radiance. This particular moon phase, the waxing gibbous phase, is a time to breathe more fully with an increasing refinement in the breath. Through the breath, we expand our technique, but this takes training, it takes time. It doesn't have to happen all at once. The nervous system must stay resourced and grounded when learning to take in greater amounts of breath with the whole rib cage expanding 360 degrees. We're going to do a breath practice where we split the inhalation into 3 even parts, and then a smooth exhalation out through the nose, or if the mouth, if you prefer. And if this ever feels like too much, please continue to breathe naturally in and out of your nose. So close your eyes to the degree of your own comfort. And as we inhale, start by drawing the breath in through the low belly, all the way up into the base of your rib cage. Pause. Keep inhaling from the base of the ribs all the way up to the heart. Pause. Keep inhaling through the top of the heart, chest, all the way up into your neck and skull. Pause. And then a slow exhale all the way out. Inhale for the first part. Pause. Keep inhaling. Pause. Keep inhaling. Slow exhale all the way out. Again, 3 even parts as we fill up with radiance. Inhale to the low belly, low back, into the base of the ribs, and pause. Keep inhaling through the center of your torso and your back body. Pause. Keep inhaling up through the top of your chest and lungs, upper back, neck, and skull. Pause. And slowly exhale all the way out. Try this twice more on your own. The end of your last round, let your hands rest naturally into your lap. And just let your breath flow freely. Notice the natural flow of the breath. And take a moment to scan your body. Notice if there's any tightness in your belly. Ask it to soften. Let your face soften. Let your shoulder blades release and soften down your back. Allow your breath to flow easily, naturally. And little by little, as you breathe through the nostrils, begin to have the feeling that the breath actually draws in particles of a glowing, soft light, a golden light, in through your nostrils, flowing down your throat, down into your chest and abdomen. Notice the soft pink and golden color of the particles of light in the breath. Just breathe naturally, and as light flows into the body with the breath, have the feeling, my body is being loved. As the breath flows out, let the cells release any old structures, any old patterns, any old, stale, stagnant energy. Naturally breathing as you visualize the breath, bringing in light. And every exhale, gently letting go whatever is no longer needed. So inhale these light-filled particles of breath. We build the radiance and the luster of the inner body. The exhale, sending out old energy. Continue to follow the flow of your breath, allowing these streams of light, shimmering light in the breath to soften any tensions, to release any places of stagnancy, stress, anything that might be dimming the inner light. Every breath brings in new light and radiance. As you continue to follow the breath, you become more and more aware of the radiant energy that is being offered into your body. We will continue to make contact with the breath, contact with the body, as we start to move our awareness and breath through 3 primary energy centers. Continue to visualize the breath as light-filled, golden, shimmering particles that move in from the atmosphere and circulate through the whole of your body. So we bring attention to 3 primary centers. We create a natural alignment between them. And as these energy centers are opened and aligned, light can flow through them and from them and into our life. The 3 centers that we'll work with are the root of the pelvis, the root of the heart, and the 3rd eye, eyebrow center, right in the center of the skull. And stay full of ease, and continuing to connect with the breath and visualize the shimmering quality, the light-filled quality of the breath. And begin to inhale and draw the breath all the way in and down into the core of your pelvis. Exhale as you swirl the breath and these light-filled particles through the core of your pelvis. Inhale your awareness from the pelvis up now, the back of your body, and into the center of the heart. And exhale as your awareness and your breath soften and release any tension around the heart. Inhale from your heart up and into your 3rd eye, eyebrow center. And exhale as you swirl the awareness and the light-filled particles through your 3rd eye. From here, inhale, 3rd eye, awareness up and through the crown of your head. And on the exhalation, the light moves up through the crown of the head and then pours down like a radiant waterfall through the whole of your body. And we begin again. Inhale all the way in and down to the core of your pelvis. And exhale as you move the energy and awareness through the pelvis. Inhale and move the light, move the breath from the pelvis up into the heart center. Exhale as you soften and let your heart center expand. Inhale from your heart up all the way into your third eye center. Exhale as the breath and the light move through the third eye. Inhale from your third eye up through the crown of your head. And on your exhale, energy moves out and flows into the world and then pours and descends all the way down your body again. We'll stay with this visualization, with this breathing practice, breathing into these three centers, into the pelvis, into the heart, into the third eye. As you continue in this way, let your body stay full of ease. The breath moves naturally. We add the awareness that the breath is moving light, shimmering golden radiance through each of these centers. Continue to breathe into these centers. And as we do, we release tensions, allowing the light to expand and to shine brighter. The next time that you move the energy up through the crown of your head and let it rain all the way back down, you can release the visualization and just rest into the natural flow of your breath. Rest into the breath as it pulses and dances throughout the whole of your body. And as we watch the breath, it's not a dry, vacant, cold observation. We watch with delight and with total wonder of the dance of light inside. Continue to observe, right, the movement, the expanse of light and energy in the whole of your being. Stay present to any sensations that arise, any tingling in your skin. Remembering the essence of the teaching from Marianne Williamson: as we shine our light, we give others permission to do the same. So we'll use a few affirmations just to repeat internally to really affirm this choice to shine radiance. You can repeat inwardly if you'd like. Today, I recognize my inner light. Today, I choose to shine brightly. Today, I radiate love. Inwardly affirm, I am light. I am radiant. I am love. I am light. I am radiant. I am love. Basking in the light that moves through you, that is you. And you take a couple of deeper breaths, just bringing yourself back. And very gently, as you're ready, you can open up your eyes into the space that you're in. And just take in the space, take in the light of whatever room you're in. And take a few moments to reflect on this experience. What was it like for you? There's a word in Sanskrit called tejas, and tejas is the subtlest, most refined essence of fire. And it's said that we can cultivate tejas through our practices like meditation, like yoga, like breath work, all of these great practices. And so as we meditate and as we breathe, we're building our tejas, we're refining the fire element, and we're actually literally building the luminosity and the radiance of our inner being. And you can witness this when you do a beautiful practice of meditation and breath work, and then you go look in the mirror and see the quality in your eyes, and there's like a glow, there's a light and a glimmer. That's the essence of tejas, and that's how we see it, and we recognize it in ourselves and in each other. And so I want to encourage you to stay with this practice this week as the moonlight is building in the sky, all the way up until the full moon, which comes in a couple of days. We can build the light of the inner body and have the courage to really let it shine out, to not dim it, to not hide it, and in that way to help encourage other people to do the same. And so thank you for sharing this sacred time together. And please continue to explore and to deepen your meditation practice with us. You can check out our daily live meditations at round.glass or on the app. And I hope to see you next week when we continue our moon meditations. So thank you and happy moon gazing.